Hey guys, how's it going? This is Darth Insomnus, and welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelists of the Roses. So in the last episode, we beat Keith, and off-screen, I did a lot of grinding, because, again, this is the machine-type guy, so I wanted to get some more decent machine cards, power-ups, essentially anything that I could get my hands on that would help me out with duels in the future. So I think I got some pretty good stuff. So the next duel we're going to fight is Labyrinth Ruler here. What brings you to the northernmost region? Lost? If you want some directions, you'll have to beat me first. Alrighty. So yeah, this guy's map is pretty interesting. So as you can see, his guy right here, the Monster Tamer, he has no leader abilities, but what he has, like the whole gimmick of this map right here, is that, so you see that there's these rows of labyrinth here. So the only way to get to him is by going around the sides over here, or what he can do, which is he has some labyrinth monsters. So the few I can think of the top of my head is like Wall Shadow, Labyrinth Tank, and Dungeon Worm. And what these guys could do is just go straight through these labyrinth squares. Now, normally you're not able to get past these, but the labyrinth monsters are the only ones that can bypass this rule. So, I guess not bad. I could just Shadow Spell over here. It's good to just have a contingency plan around there. Just something I can have on standby. So if somebody tries to attack me, then at least I have some sort of plan going. Also, I'll place a zombie warrior down here, because I think this is the first time we've seen these squares. So if you see that rotating one right there, that's called Crush Square. And the whole gimmick of the Crush Square, and I'll go right up here, so there it is. So what the Crush Square does is that if any monster 1500 attack or higher lands on it, then they get destroyed. So that's why I put my zombie warrior out here, because I'm going to need something to go up here. So you just want to make sure that nothing, you just want to make sure you don't put anything too powerful on here, because if you do, then your monster is done. Like, for example, I can have my launcher spider here, and it would get destroyed as soon as it hits that square. So you just want to be careful with those squares over there. So what I'm going to do, let's go there. It doesn't help that a lot of my more powerful monsters are what I drew into. Ooh, excuse me. It's a little bit sleepy. So I think what I'll do is I'll just wait till I can get past that Crush Square, and then I'll go ahead and start placing some of my powerful guys on there. You know what? It wouldn't be bad to have this as a plan. I can put my Pump King there, and I can flip him face up in defense, and that way he could get stronger. Okay, so there we go. So there's his Dungeon Worm. So that guy... So that's one of the monsters that he could throw around to get past the labyrinth squares. So Dungeon Worm, it's an insect. Yep, so special info movement can enter labyrinth squares, so he could get past this stuff no problem, so that's why you want to watch out for those guys. So I don't remember exactly how many labyrinth specific monsters he has, but it's a decent amount in his deck. And actually, because I haven't dueled Weevil yet, that would just be a good overall insect monster to have in my decks to fight Weevil. So if you see right here, and my zombie warrior is safe. Jeez, I'm just pulling into a lot of good monsters. Not what I want at the moment. So I think what I'll do is just beat Dungeon Worm with my Zombie Warrior, and then I'll just summon something powerful on top of it. That's why I love having Shadow Spell in my deck too, because you never know when you're going to need to weaken something. So now what I could do is, I could even put up my... Wait, actually, would this make sense? Yeah, see, there we go. And boom, Skelgon. Actually, let's see what this is. Oh, yeah, see, there's another one of those labyrinth-specific monsters, the Shadow Ghoul. So, if we go into real quick. So yeah, Shadow Ghoul. This is a zombie monster, but the movement is, can move into labyrinth terrain and transforms into wall shadow. So, oops. So if we go back to here, so on the dark terrain, he got boosted to 2100. But if he turned into wall shadow, he would be a monster with like 1600 attack, but 3000 defense. Like, it's one of the best defensive monsters in the game, so that would also be something fun to have for later. Oh yeah, and that's right, because now I have Skelgon, he'll get the power up thanks to Pumpkin. But yeah, so I think that's about... Because even if he only had like 5 of the Labyrinth monsters, like that's already a chunk of them down already. Ooh, that's something I could do. Hero of the East. Not much you could done there. But I think what I'm gonna do is power up my Labyrinth Spider. No, you know what? Because in case if something happens, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set my Golem over there so he can work his way around. But this is good, because now every turn, the Skelgon will just get more powerful, which is what I need. Cockroach Knight. So yeah, he really banks on the Labyrinth monsters, and everything else he has is not very good. Actually, what I could do right now is it would be a sacrifice, but I could just do this right now. Then I could just start doing some chunky damage to him. Alright. Wonder what he put there all the way in defense mode, though. That's curious. Yeah, Pumpkin's gonna continue to get stronger right there. So if I put him out of there, he would only be 2100, so I don't want to do that right now. Yeah, so I drew in the trash. So I would say... Oh, Jirai Gumo. Another good monster. This is another one that he could get through the labyrinth. Or no. Oh, okay, that's my bad. Jirai Gumo doesn't go through labyrinth, but it was used by the labyrinth guys in the anime, so that's my bad. So cancels all power increases or decreases of an enemy monster in battle. Does not cancel bonus effects such as terrain or leader ability effects. And then movement decreases life points by 100 points for each space moved. So yeah, that basically... So I think that means our life points would get docked or his. It's an interesting effect. But yeah, as you can see right here, my launcher spider went back to normal, so that's kind of bad news. Because, yeah, that good chunky bonus that he got is lost now. Like, he's still powerful, but he's not as powerful as he could be. Ooh, Akazi, and boom. Does 500 points of damage. It's little baby damage. Not life-threatening. Okay, yeah, I need to start getting rid of some stuff. Because at this point, the name of the game is just getting some of my powerful guys out. And in the meantime, I'll just continue working on getting Launcher Spider and Golem into place. Oh no. Oh, Labyrinth Tank. That's bad. That's the other monster that he has that could go through Labyrinth. And it's a machine type too, so that means if he goes on the Labyrinth, I'm screwed. Ooh, but I just drew into something great. It's just too... Excuse me. But it's too bad that I had to, what you call it? It's too bad that I had to waste my power-up on it. I wonder if I could bait him into this. Because if I could somehow bait this guy to attack my Metal Zoa, then that'd be great. Also, by the way, yeah, that's another monster that I got from defeating Bandit Keith, like just grinding for a while. Is that I ended up getting a monster called Zoa, which is a Fiend type monster, and when I equip it to Metal Morph, it transforms into Metal Zoa, which is like probably like my best monster in my entire deck right now. Just in terms of like a powerful monster I could send out. Like, he's not bad at all. Okay, this is still not good. But it's better than nothing, so... I'm just gonna keep baiting him. I'm gonna... Oh no, I made a mistake. No! Well, I guess that's a good way to show it, regardless, I guess. But yeah, that's what happens when a monster with higher than 15 attack goes on there. It just gets destroyed immediately. I really didn't want to do that, but I'm stupid. But I guess that's a good learning experience and to show you guys what happens. So my hope and prayer is that this Labyrinth Tank goes for my bait. And if he does, that'd be awesome. So he goes into Pumpkin. Because what's Pumpkin looking like? Okay, so Pumpkin would be safe, so he's going for the kill. I guess I could go for the kill too, since he only has 300 life points. That's probably what I'll end up doing. Because yeah, I didn't even realize he only had the 300 life points left, so I think I should be good. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. And boom. You're dead. And we win. Ah, sweet victory. Sweet, sweet, sweet victory. Yeah, that was a dumb move with the Millennium Golem, but we still won regardless, so... Okay, so... What do I see here? I see Wall Shadow. So that's something I really want to have. And yeah, normally I don't do this for... Like, I haven't done this for the Let's Play yet, but I'm going to do a save state in case if I miss. Ugh, got Cockroach Knight. Monster Tamer, not what I wanted. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to save state this. I want to see if I could get lucky. Oh, damn. Oh, well. Yeah, never mind. I'm not going to cheat on this. I'm going to play it as fair and square as possible. Uh, Unbelievable. You won yourself a light to guide you out of this labyrinth. Well, thanks. I appreciate it. Oh, shoot. Is that Pegasus? Yeah, that's Pegasus, alright. Ooh, I don't want to fight him right now, actually. Because I'm going to need to build up my deck big time to fight him. So we pretty much gotten through all the duelists down here. Oh, we can fight Weevil. I'm surprised we haven't fought him yet. But I'm going to have to go and edit my deck because I have to have it below 850. Oh, that's gonna suck. So I'm gonna have to get rid of some stuff. Um, I think what I'll do, because yeah, I'm gonna have to get rid of some cards here. I'll get rid of Copycat because there's really nothing he has that I'll be able to use. And then I'll get rid of a couple of monsters. The Royal Guard I'll get rid of. Space Megatron? No, because his deck cost is 4, so he'd be easy to summon. I'll get rid of Pendulum Machine. I don't know if I want to get rid of Zoa, because he could be useful. And Pumpkin, the King of Ghosts. I'll actually get rid of him. Oh yeah, so I'll show you guys this. So transform the occupied space into labyrinth terrain. So it only does it for one singular space, though. I mean, I got Cockroach Knight. I mean, an insect monster wouldn't be half bad, but I don't know. Probably not the best idea. Let me go by deck cost, because that'll probably be the best way to decide this. I'll put in a Sparks, because that's just easy. I'll throw in a Steel Scorpion. I'll throw in a Little D, and I just need one more card. So I could have something a little more powerful in my deck if I really wanted to. Because I think Beast Warrior only gets the advantage in the grassland or the meadow. Like, I don't think he gets it for being in the forest. Though I could be completely wrong. Yeah, you know what? That's good. I'm okay with that. Plus, we could try out that new guy. Which, by the way, that's another card that I've won. The last card you guys saw. So, if that monster gets destroyed, then it gets summoned again in one of my summoning areas. So it's basically I have a monster that really can't be killed. But yeah, so I guess we'll just go ahead and take care of Weevil, and then we can move on to Pegasus. So you're the legendary Rose Duelist, prepared to face the sting of my insect deck. Okay, whatever, bro. Just surprised I didn't get to Weevil up until this point. I guess I forgot all about him when I was doing the other guys. Alright, so this is Weevil's terrain. Is all forest in his board, with a few scattered wastelands. And then his deck master is the basic insect. So he's only a 2-star, and he has nothing special about him. But the one thing he does have in this deck is that he has a ritual for the Javelin Beetle, which is a very powerful monster. But then he also has the means to set up an Ultimate Great Moth. And that thing is scary. Like, that's the most powerful monster you can make, and it's one of the strongest monsters in this game. So you don't want to let him set up his Cocoon of Evolution. Because what he'll do is that he'll go to the corner right here, and if he has the Cocoon of Evolution, he'll put it right here. So the goal is, if he does that, you have to get rid of that Cocoon as fast as you can. Otherwise, you're going to have to deal with a really powerful moth. Okay, so right off the bat, we got some good stuff, I guess. We'll just fuse to get Cybersaurus going. Because the invisible wire, I'll show you guys that in a second. I don't know if I had it in my deck up at this point, but that's a really good trap card to have. And then we'll just move ourselves over here since that's where Weevil's going. So yeah, so invisible wire, disposable trap that triggers against the monster with an attack of 3,000 or below and destroys it. So this practically kills any, like, monster that's on the field. Like, the only time it doesn't work if it's, like, a monster that's higher than that. But it's kind of not as common to get monsters like that up in here, so this will pretty much kill anything that you want. So we'll just set that right there. Okay, put that in defense. And bam, trap card. I mean, it sucks because that monster is a little bit weaker. I could have used it for something stronger, but oh well. Okay, so I think we could go ahead. So this is that guy I was talking about, Gogoli. Revives an own summoning area other than current location when destroyed in battle. So whether he's an attack or defense, like he'll just spawn right back to where I am. So essentially, he could just stick around. Like I have a monster that could be infinite defense. The only time it doesn't work is if I have no summoning area around me, then he goes to the graveyard. So for the moment, I kind of got nothing. So I'm going to put him in defense, so in case if anything happens, then I got some protection. Okay, yeah, so he powered something up, so I want to be careful with that too. Don't want him to cause any shenanigans with that. Oh, and I got limiter removal, but I don't know if I want to use it right now. I'm gonna have to start getting rid of some stuff. Because I want to see if I could get some other good machine-type monsters out, so I could use that limited removal to its potential. Okay, yeah, see, there he goes. So that's the Cocoon of Evolution. Oh, and that's a Hunter Spider. Okay, yeah, see. Oh, but that means Weevil just has, like, all the opportunity to just attack me. This is not good. I gotta draw well. But yeah, that's the Cocoon of Evolution. Or Larva of Moth, I should say. Oh, Cocoon of Evolution is the spell cards. But yeah, so it changes Larvae Moth, Petite Moth, Caterpillar, Needleworm, and Acid Crawler to Larva of Moth. So essentially, those 5 Caterpillar monsters, if you have any one of those, and you equip it with Cocoon of Evolution, it'll make the Larva of Moth. And you use Needleworm. And this is the Larva of Moth. It's got 2000 defense, so on the forest terrain, it's at 2500. So this thing is actually kind of chunky. It's got chunky defense that you have to deal with. So it cannot move, and it transforms to Pupa of Moth if this card survives 5 turns in face-up defense position, after being flipped face-up by the controlling player. If destroyed prior to transformation, the card is revived as Larvae Moth in its own summoning area rather than the current location. So essentially, what the gimmick of this card is that if I killed this thing now, then it would summon just a Caterpillar monster. If I killed the Pupa first, like before it could transform, like if I kill the next stage, then it'll give me a great moth to deal with, which is not as powerful, but it's still a strong monster. And if the Pupa survives for 1 turn after that, then that's where he gets his ultimate boss monster. So we gotta kill that thing, but the problem is I don't think I have anything I could use against this guy. Oh no. Yeah, I think I may be boned. I mean, one hope. I have to draw good next turn. Because if he attacks me from the side again, I'm fucked. Unless if he... Okay, so I bought myself 1 more turn. Oh, this is not good. I didn't think I would have the, like, biggest issue with Weevil of all people. Like, this is, like, one of the easier duels to start out with. Oh, God. Okay, yeah, Cybersource right now is not strong enough. to deal. So I'm just gonna have to put stuff in defense, but I bought myself at least another turn after that as well. Oh, this is unfortunate. I didn't think I would struggle this hard with this guy. This may be the second loss, except this time he would actually beat me. Oh my god. Man, I am drawing horrible. And I guess technically it's not horrendously bad, but it's still like, my god. I'm just drawing into a bunch of spell cards I don't want. Oh, and of course he's gonna go for that. Perhaps I bought myself some time, maybe, but I don't know. Like, Weeble's enjoying life right now. Like, he's got nothing to worry about. Okay, so I got an idea. I'm gonna have to get rid of this guy. It's another hope I have, and I highly doubt he would do it, but if he attacks into Cybersaurus, then I'm good. Yep, that's what I thought. The bastard isn't gonna do things easy for me. He's gonna go for the kill. Because yeah, even Launcher Spider isn't strong enough to deal with that Hunter Spider. Or you know what? Maybe. Let's see how this works. Oh yeah, so there we go. So that's gonna transform into the pupa, and there's no way I'm gonna kill it in time. Oh my god, dude. Alrighty. So I'll show you guys that monster right now. Oh. Okay, well at least I did some life point damage, so that's something at least. 2100, that's not bad. But now I'm gonna have to deal with this perfectly ultimate great moth. Alright, so let me show you guys this real quick. So this is Pupa of Moth. So, cannot move. So it transforms into perfectly ultimate great moth if this card survives one turn in face-up defense position, after being flipped face-up by controlling player. If destroyed in battle, this card is revived as Great Moth in unsummoning area other than the current location. So it's what I was saying earlier. So if I killed this thing now, which I can't, but if I killed it now, it would just turn into Great Moth, which wouldn't be as strong as perfectly ultimate Great Moth, but it would be strong. But Weevil's about to get his boss monster out. And to be honest, like, I don't think I've seen perfectly ultimate Great Moth being summoned by him since I was like a kid, so this is actually kind of tense. And again, it's unfortunate because I didn't want this to happen. I thought this was going to be an easy duel, but I was wrong. I'm actually fighting for my life over here. Because what I could do right now... Oh, okay, so that's another option. I might as well do that. Because this will kill the spider. Just by 100 life points, but it's better than nothing. This Launcher Spider, by the way, has been my goat. Like, since I've been grinding these duels, it's like, this thing has been, like, my ace monster. Like, it's awesome. Alrighty. Let me see what time I'm at. I am actually getting close to a half hour, so I think this is where I'm going to end the episode. Because, yeah, so I beat the Labyrinth Ruler. I don't know if I'll be able to defeat Weevil on this go-around. Maybe I could. Maybe I could salvage something, like... pull something out of my ass at the last minute. Because my hope is that I draw into Wasteland quick. And I do have 2 limiter removals, which will power up my monsters by 600. So I can get this guy up to about 3,900, but I don't know if that's strong enough to beat the Ultimate Great Moth. Unless if I was like in a Wasteland space. This is gonna be interesting though. But alright, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode though. If you think this video deserves a like, if you enjoyed watching, you know, all the likes I get, I always appreciate. It makes my day. And we'll see if next episode I'll actually be able to defeat this bastard. So we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, take care, you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.